Many recite Psalm 91, but few dwell in it. You carry this promise like a charm, hoping that God's protection is automatic. But I, the Scroll Guardian, tell you this: there is a non-negotiable condition to live in the shadow of the Almighty. An invisible battle is happening, and you might be losing it because you ignore the three hidden enemies that this psalm reveals. If you want unshakable protection, prepare yourself to discover what it truly means to make the Most High your dwelling place, and how to activate this divine shield. Point 1. The key of permanence. Verse 1 does not say, "He who visits the secret place," nor "he who recites the Most High." It says, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High." The Hebrew word for dwell is yashab, which means to sit, to remain, to inhabit stably. It is not an emergency measure, it is a lifestyle. The secret place of the Most High is a place of intimacy and absolute trust, where your will bows to His. If your refuge is temporary, only in crisis, your protection will also be temporary. If you remain, if you yashab, you are no longer a visitor, but a resident under His jurisdiction and in His shadow. This is a principle. The psalmist is not defining a geographic location, but a state of the soul. Are you dwelling in fear or in the refuge? Your answer defines if the Almighty will work in your life. Unshakable protection demands non-negotiable permanence. But what or who is trying to pull you out of this secret place? It is time to reveal. Point 2. The three hidden enemies. Psalm 91 promises deliverance from the snare of the fowler, from the perilous pestilence, and from the terror by night. These are not just worldly problems. They are strategies of an enemy operating in the shadows. The first enemy, the snare of the fowler. This is the stealthy trap. The fowler does not attack from the front. He places bait. Spiritually, these are the subtle temptations, the breaches you allow in your private life, the addiction that starts small, the distraction that kills your devotion. The second enemy, the perilous pestilence. This is not just physical sickness. Perilous means destructive and ruinous. In the spiritual realm, it is the contamination of the soul, the bitterness you nurture, the envy, the cynicism that kills faith. It is the poison that spreads silently. The third enemy, the terror by night and the arrow that flies by day. This is the double attack on your peace and your certainty. The terror by night is paralyzing anxiety and the fear of death. The arrow by day is destructive criticism, slander, the attack that makes you doubt God. You may have 1,000 falling at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but the promise that it shall not come near you is linked to your permanence in the shadow. Fear is the voice trying to pull you out of there. And now let us go to the non-negotiable covenant, the verse that defines who actually has the right to the shelter. Point 3, the non-negotiable covenant. What is the source of this protection? The psalm is only activated in verse 14, where God speaks in the first person and establishes the condition. Because He has set His love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high because he has known my name. The condition is double: to set one's love upon Him and to know His name. To set your love is not an emotion, it is the decision to cling to Him. Hashak in Hebrew. It is when you choose God even when the world falls apart around you. And to know the name is not knowing how to pronounce it, it is having a revelation of His character. The Most High, the Almighty. If you do not know God's character, you cannot trust Him in the crisis. Your protection does not come from your prayer, but from your relationship. And it is this foundation that puts the invisible army into action. Point 4, the invisible army. He who fulfills the covenant of love and remains triggers celestial intervention. The Most High not only hides you, He defends you. For He shall give His angels charge over you, to keep you in all your ways. This means there are battles you never even saw, but were already won by a greater power. The invisible battle is won before it even begins. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra, not by your strength, but by the authority that your position as a dweller confers upon you. The promise of long life and salvation is the conclusion of this story. The true Psalm 91 is not a mantra, it is a mirror. It exposes whether you are a frightened visitor or a confident dweller in the shadow of the Almighty. The snare, the pestilence, and the terror are active right now. But the choice to yashab, to remain, is in your hands. I want you to tell me in the comments, which of the three hidden enemies, the snare, the pestilence, or the terror, has been trying to pull you out of the secret place of the Most High? Answer below. If this scroll brought you the truth that sets you free, subscribe to the channel, The Scroll Guardian, to receive the next revelations. The shadow of the Almighty is waiting for you. Take your position. Peace be with the dweller.